So welcome back everyone, Mike here. It is another beautiful day here in Western PA. This morning I'm sitting out here at the picnic table, and as you can see in front of me here, I have several different products. Now all of this stuff you see I have used before in different videos and mentioned where you can get them, but literally every week we get, I don't know, 30 or 40 questions about something sitting on this table, whether it be email, Facebook messages, Instagram, or in the comments. And I think what happens a lot is sometimes it's a lot of women that are looking to get something for their husband. Maybe they mentioned they saw, you know, these headphones on Outdoors with the Morgans, can you get them? Well, she's not going to go back and watch all the videos trying to figure out which one I mentioned these headphones in. So with that being said, I figured I'd do a short video today, kind of go over all this stuff real quick, where you can get them, and I'll tell you briefly about each product here. Now first up is this little camp axe right here. I used this the other day. I didn't use it, but you saw it in a video the other day. We're making centerpieces for a banquet, and this will go into a wood cookie, a cherry cookie. Now this is a marbles camp axe. It measures 15 3/4 inches long. Great little axe, hickory handle, good quality, not real expensive. They're about $33. And I believe this design is, correct me if I'm wrong guys, but I think this is called a Hudson Bay design. Yeah, Hudson Bay was a company, they were around forever, and they dominated the fur market. And they sold all kind of stuff, and I turned into big clothing lines and all sorts of things. But yeah, Hudson Bay design I think is what this design of axe is. Weighs a little over or right around 2 pounds, but a handy little axe. They're about $33. Now I tried doing a little bit of research on these before this video, and I stumbled upon an old Wrangler Star video from several years ago, and back then these were $20. It's actually $33 now, but great little axe to keep in your side-by-side of your pickup or for a gift for somebody. So if you're interested in something like this, I will have a link in the description. Next up, the Earthway Cedar. You know how many people ask about this cedar. Now this one here is a little jacked up. I broke a piece off of it. It still works fine now. Had this for years. Works really great for spreading grass seed, for you know, seeding your food plot, whatever. I've been hard on this cedar, I have, and a lot of seed has gone through this. Works really well though. I will put a link in the description for the Earthway Cedar as well. Next up, now these are kind of hard to find. The Stihl GTA 26, I'll put a link just to Stihl's website. Probably going to have to go to your dealer, and from what I'm understanding, a lot of people are telling me they're having trouble finding these. They call this a power pruner. The Stihl GTA 26, I call it like a mini chainsaw, because that's what it is. Great to keep in your truck. I use this, I'll leave it on the floor of the MX 5400. You know, it's a cab tractor. You're out in the woods, you got limbs coming in, you just stand out of the tractor, whack them off. You could put them on, you know, like in a backpack if you're going hunting or camping or whatever. But yeah, handy little device right here, Stihl GTA 26. And like I said though, there is a shortage on these right now. I don't know if it's a supply chain thing with everything going on or just a lot of people buying them. But you have to check these out at your Stihl dealer. And maybe you can order one if you're interested in these. Also for gardening as well. Great little product. Next up, the 3M headphones. Mentioned these probably a dozen times. I mean, really, they work great. They're the Bluetooth ones. For years I had the yellow ones. They were just AM/FM. These are AM/FM and Bluetooth. They work really, really well. I use them for when I'm running the sawmill, on the tractors, on the mower. Sometimes when I'm just out working, I'll have these on, listening to music or a podcast or whatever, because it links right up to your phone. But the 3M headphones, link in the description if you're looking for these. What else do we have here? DeWalt grease gun. Not much to say about this, except it's fantastic, and I cannot believe I waited so long to buy one of these. I use it all the time now. It came in really handy with that rented excavator. Lots of grease fittings on that excavator. Wicked fast, works really well. Oh, and the other thing is the LockNLube. I don't have that out here. I think I will put the LockNLube on this, but with this, it's not as important as with a regular grease gun, at least in my opinion. Because a lot of people say, why don't I have a LockNLube on that? They work great, but with this, you have a free hand, you know what I mean? You can just hold it on with the one, pull the trigger with the other. So I don't think a LockNLube as is important with that grease gun as a regular grease gun, just my opinion. What else we have here? Simple strap. Actually did a sponsored video for this company a while back. Yeah, I'm trying to think when that was, a month or two ago. I have some of these in my truck. I have some in the center console in the Ranger. These will not replace a ratchet strap. However, they do a lot of things better than ratchet straps in certain situations. Like I use these for, let's see what I use this for. Like my pole saw in the side-by-side. You wrap these around it a couple times, tuck it in, holds it nice and secure. I've used them for hauling lumber. Now you're not going to strap down tractor attachments or anything with the simple strap, but you know, ladders, gutters, all sorts of uses for these. Somebody even mentioned in one of the videos you could use these for a tourniquet. Great idea. So you might want to keep a section in your first aid kit, and you can cut these to whatever length you need. The ones I have in the Ranger, I think I cut to 6 feet long, and that's actually a little long, but they come in 20-foot lengths, both regular duty and heavy duty. There will be a link in the description for the simple strap. Work really well. What else do we have here? Oh, sight level. This is an oldie but goodie right here. We just did a video on these not that long ago. I've had this one a little over 30 years now. Yeah, and I used to use this in my blasting days, and I still use it today when you're checking grade. And the way this works, you look through here, and there's a level in there, and there's a bubble and 3 lines, right? When you center that bubble up on the middle line, that's level. So you'll use like a folding rule, and you can walk around and check grade by yourself. Very accurate, you know, up to 30 or 40 feet, depending on how good your eyes are. But yeah, they work fantastic. A lot of people call them a lock level. I've always called it a sight level. Now this one here is kind of an expensive one, probably $130. But you can get them anywhere from 15 bucks up to $130 or $140. I'll put probably 3 links in the descriptions for these. They all do the same thing, but like I said, this one I've had for 30 years, really good quality, if you want to check that out. What else do we have? Oh, that's my favorite things. I don't know why. Right angle prism, all right? Now what this is for is anytime you want to find 90 degrees or a right angle. What you do, you look through here, and when I'm looking through here, the center glass, there's 3 of them in there, I can see the camera right in front of me. The bottom one, I see the road going down to the Renewable Energy Processing Center. The top one, I see the house, okay? So what you do is, you have a buddy out there in front of you, you'll set this on a stake, you're looking through there, and say you're marking out the front of the building. You put a stake out there 40 or 50 feet, whatever, and you can see it through the center here. Then that same guy will take another grade stake and go over to this side over here, and you tell him to keep walking and say good, and that stake will line up with the one in the center, and you have a true 90 degrees. It works really well. Kind of hard to explain. I'll try to get a little shot of this with the camera, what you see through here. It's kind of difficult though. I used these quite a bit back in my blasting days when I was laying out shots, because you like to keep everything square so you know where you left off from one to the other, because when you blow everything up you couldn't tell where anything was. So the surveyors, you know, they'd lay out like top of slope or ditch line, and you'd get a nice line this way, and then I'd lay out my shot like my last row of holes, and it worked out really well for that. But yeah, right angle prism, link in the description. I think that's it. Oh, this DJI Osmo action camera. A lot of people ask about this. I use this camera all the time. It's my helmet cam. I have this magnetic mount on it right now. This is the bucket cam, top of tractor cam, whatever. They're kind of like a GoPro, but in my opinion they're better, and they're actually less money than a GoPro. Now, excuse me, now I haven't used the newest GoPro, so I can't say much about that. This one's got a screen on the back and the front, very stable, works really good. The DJI Osmo action camera works fantastic. A lot of people always ask about our cameras. I don't really have anything fancy, but the one I'm shooting on right now is a Canon 80D. I have a Canon M50 mirrorless, great camera. This DJI Osmo action and a DJI Osmo, what's it called, Pocket. Also have a couple of those Sony FDRX 3000s. I don't use them much anymore. They were some of the first cameras I bought when I started the channel. But yeah, if you're looking for a good action camera, I can't recommend this one enough. Works really, really well. But anyway, I think, almost got hammered by an acorn there. I think that's it for today's video. And like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.